You are the type of owner who genuinely loves your dog, who reads about behavior, who tries to do everything right. And yet, every single walk feels like defusing a bomb. Another dog appears down the street, and before you even think, your hand tightens on the leash, your breath shortens, your shoulders creep up toward your ears. You tell yourself you are protecting your dog, but what if that protective instinct is the very thing turning a nervous dog into a reactive one? Leash reactivity is one of the most misunderstood problems in dog ownership. Most people focus entirely on the dog, trying to correct, redirect, or manage the outburst. But the real story starts 6 feet up the leash with you. This video breaks down the mirror effect, the psychological feedback loop between your anxiety and your dog's behavior, and why understanding it changes everything about how you walk your dog. Let us start with what is actually happening in your dog's mind when you tense up. Dogs did not evolve to read a training manual. They evolved to read their social group. In a wild canine pack, the emotional state of the group's leader is survival critical information. If the leader is calm, the environment is safe. If the leader is tense, something dangerous is nearby. Your dog is not just watching your body language as a curiosity. They are treating it as a live data feed about the world around them. When you spot another dog 50 yards ahead and your grip tightens, your breathing shifts and your pace changes, you are not being subtle. To your dog, you have just broadcast a very clear message: threat confirmed. And here is the painful irony. You did not intend to send that message. You were trying to prepare, to be ready, to prevent the explosion. But your body spoke before your intention had a chance to. Now let us talk about what your dog does with that information. From a canine perspective, a tense, silent, wide-eyed pack leader is not a leader who has things under control. It is a leader who has spotted a predator and frozen. In nature, that is the cue for the rest of the group to escalate. Someone has to act. Someone has to make the threat go away. And because you are clearly not going to do it, your dog steps forward to fill that vacuum. This is the part that most owners never hear. Your dog's explosion at the end of the leash is not defiance. It is not dominance. It is not even pure aggression in the way we typically imagine it. It is your dog attempting to resolve a threat that you, their trusted leader, have confirmed is real but failed to handle. The lunge, the bark, the snarl, these are your dog doing the job they believe needs to be done because the signals coming from you told them the situation was serious. And the leash makes everything worse. When a dog wants to either approach to investigate or retreat to safety, the leash removes both of those options. A dog that might otherwise trot over, sniff, and move on is now physically prevented from using their natural conflict resolution tools. So the only option left is to make the threat back off through display and noise. You combine that physical restriction with the emotional signal of a panicked owner, and you have built a perfect machine for reactive outbursts. But it does not stop there, because now we need to talk about the feedback loop itself, and this is where the mirror effect becomes truly damaging over time. Here is how it compounds. The first time your dog lunges, you are shocked and embarrassed. So the next walk, you go out already braced. You scan the horizon before your dog even has a chance to. You spot a dog 3 blocks away and your body is already responding. Your dog picks up on that heightened baseline before a single trigger has appeared. So they start scanning too. Now you have 2 anxious beings on a walk together, both feeding the other's alert state, both waiting for the thing they have already decided is coming. Within weeks, your dog does not need to actually see another dog to become reactive. They need only feel your shift in energy, the leash tightening, the pause in your stride, the held breath. Those cues have been paired with the appearance of threats so many times that they have become the trigger themselves. Your anxiety is now a conditioned stimulus. It reliably predicts that something your dog should bark at is about to appear. This is not your fault in the way that people usually use that phrase. You are not being careless or cruel. You were doing what any caring owner does. You were trying to protect your dog and yourself. But the mechanism was working against you the entire time, and no one explained it to you. Let us also be honest about the emotional weight you carry on these walks. When your dog explodes at the end of the leash, you feel a cascade of things in about 2 seconds flat. Embarrassment because people are watching. Fear because what if your dog actually gets to that other dog? Guilt because you love this animal and you feel like you have failed them somehow. And then frustration at your dog, at yourself, at the walk that was supposed to be enjoyable and has turned into something you dread. That dread does not stay at home when you leave for the walk. It comes with you, and your dog reads it on you before you have even reached the end of your driveway. So what does breaking this loop actually require? It requires understanding at a fundamental level that your dog is not broken. They are responsive. They are doing exactly what a socially attuned animal should do when their leader signals danger. The work is not just training your dog. The work is learning to regulate your own nervous system so that the signal you are broadcasting matches the reality you want your dog to perceive. This does not mean faking it. Dogs are extraordinarily good at detecting forced calm. If you are internally panicked but holding your breath and trying to appear relaxed, your dog feels the discrepancy. The work is genuine, practiced, physiological regulation. Slow exhales, loose shoulders, a deliberate softening of your grip before the trigger even appears. Not because you feel calm, but because you are choosing to behave in a way that creates calm in yourself first, and then in your dog. The leash is a communication channel. Everything you feel travels down it. Tension, hesitation, bracing, all of it arrives at your dog's collar within a fraction of a second. When you understand that, a walk stops being about managing your dog and starts being about managing the conversation between you. Your dog is not trying to embarrass you. They are not trying to dominate the street. They are trying to protect you from a threat you confirmed with your whole body was real. That is loyalty. That is responsiveness. That is, in its strange and exhausting way, your dog doing their very best for you. The mirror effect is not a flaw in your dog. It is a feature of the bond between you. And once you understand how it works, you have something you did not have before, a way in. If this clicks something for you, the next step is not finding a new technique for your dog. It is watching how you actually feel on your next walk before anything even happens. That awareness is where the real shift starts. Share this with someone whose dog you have seen struggling on a leash, because they might need to hear that it is not about the dog. And stick around, because the next video goes deeper into what to actually do with that awareness. Thanks for watching. If you loved this video, scan the QR code on the screen right now to subscribe and join the Pawsome Life family. Give your dog a belly rub for us, and we will see you in the next video.